Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Alexandra Figueiredo, a branding and visibility strategist, and I help people to build their profitable business and stand out with their brand, and so that they can attract their dream clients. So welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. And today we're going to talk about important branding decisions you must make if you want to build your business fast. Okay. And so let's see who here is a struggling decision maker, right? Like I'm going to admit here that historically it's been really difficult for me to make decisions. In fact, I used to get tired, get headaches, get sleepy, get anxious anytime I had to make any decision of importance in my business and basically in life. But we're talking here about your business. And so in many cases I delayed, I procrastinated. Decision making is a muscle. Like not everybody is born with the ability to make powerful decisions. But here's the thing. Successful business owners make decisions fast. They make decisions quickly. And it's because of that they're able to go forward, to move forward. Even if they make a mistake, they're willing to accept that going forward with speedy decisions and building momentum forward is actually better for them and their business because they learn, they grow from that versus delaying, taking a step aside, needing to get more information, more information, right? So I'm not saying make a decision in haste or making a decision that, that isn't good for you and your business, but I'm talking about making decisions quickly, okay? And so there are a few decisions, and I'm saying this because of personal experience from myself and my clients. Once I was able to start to make decisions fast, is when my business started to skyrocket. And so I'm going to talk about 4. It's actually going to be 3 and a bonus. So 3 decisions and a bonus decision for you to really build your brand fast. Okay. So the first thing is you have to be specific. You must be specific in your business. You need to know who you're focusing, who your target audience is. You need to know how you help them and how you serve them. And I want you to decide. And if you don't know what that is, I want you to decide today. I want you to decide today, right now, who is it that you're serving and how are you serving them? And be specific, right? So like making them make more money. Okay, that's super broad, right? How do you help them, right? So be specific. And I understand that for many people who are starting their business, there is a lot of agony that goes into making this decision. But I want you to make the decision and be comfortable with being uncomfortable making that decision. Okay. So first thing, be specific. And by the way, side note, I actually have this whole acronym called START. Or STARTs. When you're creating any type of messaging around your business or your brand, the S from my STARTs stands for specificity or being specific. Okay. So specificity is super important. Okay. Number 2 is be targeted, right? So what does that mean? Know what your, and this kind of has to do with your target audience, right? So it's a kind of an extension of number 1, but this goes specifically to targeting actually you need to know what you're targeting and who you're targeting when you create any campaign. And so targeting is super important for your business. So I want you to decide who you're targeting and be really, going back to number 1, being really specific as possible. Now, here's a really good example. I'm starting an ad campaign, a new ad campaign. And maybe you've done Facebook ads, or maybe you've done other types of ads. Typically, for most businesses, you want to know who you're targeting to get the best results, right? Like maybe you start your campaign targeting everybody. Like let's say for me, women entrepreneurs, when I first started doing ads, I started doing all age ranges within women. And then I started to see who these specific ads really started to resonate with. And then I doubled down and targeted the age groups that were resonating the most or that were performing the best with that ad, right? So targeting is really important. So I want you to decide who you're targeting today in your business. Again, an extension of number one, but that's okay. I decided to go with number two, which is targeting. Targeting is very, very important. Also, that has to do with your message, right? Both number one and number two have to do with your message, right? Being specific and targeted in your message. Very important, an important decision to make. One of the biggest mistakes I see that women entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, they make is that they flip-flop on their message. And then people are like, okay, so what is it that you do and who do you help and how do you serve them? And it's okay to evolve or to change over time. But when you're flip-flopping on your message every week, that is very confusing. And I will tell you, will not resonate with your audience. So, so really being careful about how specific and targeted in your messaging as well. The third thing is to be focused. Well, another big mistake that I see that a lot of entrepreneurs make, especially when they're first starting out in their business, is that they're all over the place. They're trying so many different things. And so if you focus on being specific and targeted and you stick to that until you get either traction and success in that specific and targeted area, or if you've done it enough time that you're like, you know what, this isn't working. I'm not going to invest more time, money, and energy in this specific focus, targeted group or message. I'm going to change, but you need to give it enough time. I think this is the biggest thing that I've seen, that new entrepreneurs get. First of all, they don't have the decision-making power to just stick with something long enough and the patience to see it through. And I understand, I've been a new entrepreneur before. You're investing time, money, and energy, and you don't want to lose that. But you need to do it long enough to see if it sticks, to see if there's results, to test it and tweak it. I love testing and tweaking. And that's a piece of advice I give to all my clients. Always test and tweak, right? So then the fourth, and this was a bonus, but it's the fourth decision that you need to make to really skyrocket your business is to act. And I did an awkwardly long pause on purpose. And here's why. Because if you get stuck in needing more information or stuck in decision-making, procrastination, that's really a reflection of you and where you're at, not being courageous enough to follow through and not trusting yourself enough to follow through. So I want you to commit to take action despite any fear. Even a little action, even if you're not sure, maybe just putting some feelers out there is valuable and will move your business forward because it'll give you information, right? So as an example, I'm doing an ad campaign, and trust me, it's a video ad campaign. It is scary, okay? It's scary for me to be out there, to put myself out there, but I did it. And I'm out there, and now I'm getting back data from the ad campaign, and I'm able to see which ads are doing better. Why? What target audiences, are doing better? What keywords are most effective, right? I had to put myself out there and take action. And so those are the four things I want you to, number one, be specific. Number two, be targeted. Number three, be focused. And number four, take action despite the fear. All right. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I'd love to hear in the chat, in the comments, what was most valuable for you today. And I would appreciate if you subscribed to this channel, that you followed me, because it really, really helps the algorithm. If you're able to like and make a comment as well, that really helps the algorithm so that we get more of this information out to those who really need it, especially those who are starting their business and growing their brand, so that we can collectively be a community that helps and serves more people and makes a bigger impact. And if you do need help and support in making decisions, in getting clear and building your brand fast, I have a complimentary strategy session. It's called a brand breakthrough session that I offer very limited spots for. But you can go to calendly.com/Alexander Figueredo, and I'll post that here as well, and set up a complimentary strategy session so that we can really get clear about your the vision for your brand and what may be holding you back from really getting to that next level. Maybe it's decision making, maybe it's something else, and also give you that momentum so that you can grow your business better and faster. All right, everyone, have a blessed rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.